Yo, welcome to the Cosmic Paradox channel. Like, subscribe, and share. Alright, this your girl Cosmic Paradox.
And the number God.
And we're gonna talk about something that was going on today. We're gonna kind of share our thoughts on it just a little bit. We're gonna approach this from a different perspective. We're gonna share it from an energy perspective. Because that's kind of what we do. But anyway, we're looking at the whole T.I. and his son King situation that kind of went down today. Before we talk about it, let's look at what happened.
All right, then. Man, go. In your ear. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Hey,
you did have a silver spoon. Look, used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath and no tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
He cried like a baby. Hold his breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't going to tell you everything. Like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding it.
He capping. He capping. Hey. He know I stand on business. He know that. Ain't no nigga ever pulled my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see. I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind a mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do. Like, what?
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go. Now, get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being sick. This being sick. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You upset. You capping. You capping. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you.
Ain't no mystery, man.
I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is you talking about? Get off me, man, get off me,
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
So as you can see, a lot transpired between T.I. and Tiny and King that was put on public display for the whole world to see.
He kept saying over and over, I know you, I know you. Almost like, it was something that he wanted to express that he probably shouldn't express.
Right. Maybe there's some things that he wants to get off his chest, that he wants to express because, as...
He like, nigga, I know you. Like, like, these people don't really know who you are, but I do. That's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this facade for the world, but I know exactly who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, basically he came out and said on Funny Marco show that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't stay with him. Like, only time he was there was when they were shooting. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he basically was only with them during the times of shooting.
Right, for the show.
Yeah.
So he's been kind of hinting that there is more to the story and that there is a certain narrative that is aligned with him. Now, if we're being honest, he has made some pretty bad decisions that kind of coincide with that narrative. But to be fair, a lot of that started in his youth, all from the time of them being on TV, on a TV show, The Family Hustle, you know? So when you looking at it like that, there may be more to this, and there may be some things that they really need to unpack with each other, you know. I'll be the first one to suggest to people, hey, you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of therapy. But we do have our own means of self-therapy, being able to become more self-aware, because I kind of wonder how T.I. really feel about his son.
Yeah, I feel. Especially looking at their cars, right?
Right. And because even looking at their interaction, you know, even though he may be embellishing things a bit, nobody validates what he feels. There's a lot that you can get just out of that little segment.
Yeah.
Out of him saying, you know, well, you wanted to go to your grandmother's house, but why was he allowed to go to make that decision on where he was at? Maybe that's not something that he really should have been allowed to do. Maybe that was his way of having a tantrum. It don't necessarily really mean
he wanted to go and suck on a pacifier till he was 12 years old. Like, I don't even understand like how this was relevant.
I wouldn't publicly kind of put that out there, but I'm also a person who look at things, you know, from a full perspective, as in all the parties that's involved. Because I mean, hey, if I'm saying this about you and you my child,
what does it say about me still?
What do that say about me as your parent? But I just think that way.
Yeah, because we look at things from a self-perspective point of view. But I mean, even just all the way around looking at it from an energy perspective, they both are threes. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we could see the expression, we could see the pain, we could see the hurt, we could see all that emotion and expression coming through from both sides. Even though I don't think, you know, King fully expressed what it was he wanted to say, because I think it's a lot of things he might want to say that can't really be said publicly anyway, because it might really would destroy the family, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he don't get to the point where he just blows up and he expressed these things, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can fix this internally. But, you know, you never know.
Right. You never know.
Because the way that the energy looking at their cards, King is a what? What is King's card and what is T.I.'s card?
It's King. His birthday. If you look at his birthday, he is a ace of clubs. So King is an ace of clubs looking at his birthday. And when you look at T.I. is a queen of hearts. Now, when you look at their spread, or the spread of T.I. of a queen of hearts, you see that the ace of clubs is his Saturn card. So therefore, King represents a Saturn energy to T.I. It mirrors back Saturn to him. So
let's go back to Saturn and what was going on when T.I. Saturn came around.
Right.
Let's look at that energy. What was going on in the correlation to him and King's life together at this point in time. So what was going on, baby, when we look at this?
Well, the Saturn return age is 27 to 31, roughly.
So King would be around, what, 6 years old at that time?
Yeah, around 6 years old, around the time that T.I. went to prison.
Yeah.
With that
That
important thing happened during T.I.'s Saturn return. When he was sentenced, he was 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Now T.I. was dealing with some strong karmic energy during his Saturn return, considering his Saturn is in Libra. Now Saturn being in Libra, you look at Libra, Libra can be legal action, legal issues, things of that nature. So, as you said, King is 6 years old at this time. He's born in 2004. He's 6. So this is during his foundational years that this happens. And these things are impactful whether we can see it on the surface or not. You know what I mean? And actually, if we really look at it, I think the 2010 is actually talking about when he violated probation.
Yeah.
So the whole thing actually started in 2007 when he was dealing with the whole federal weapons charge. So in 2007,
So how old was King at this one time?
let's see. So 2004. So he from ages 3 to 7. So when you look at it like that, that's a different dynamic. That's different. That's a lot of his foundational years. T.I. wasn't there.
Yeah, because when we looking at foundation, when it's 0 to 7, right?
0 to 7.
He might have some resentment when it comes to his dad. He already got it to his energy, to his balance of cooperation. That's also tied to love, appreciation, all that. But the fact that he won't there for some of his foundational years, I think that definitely bothered him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna be able to just come out and be able to just express that to him, because he might not be able to even understand how to say that shit. You feel me?
He might not be aware of it.
That's true. Yeah.
It could be subconscious because he was so young. He just may not totally understand why he's acting out.
But I do think he want his father's respect too, as well. But,
absolutely, yeah, I agree with that. That's probably a lot of what that is as well.
I kind of feel like it's even when you look at a lot of shit that go on publicly, he get big known. He already got a one in his energy, so that definitely probably fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the stuff that people are saying on Instagram and TikTok and everything else, people literally, he's literally addressed people saying stuff about him and just talking about the money he's got and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So we know that the shit that they're saying is bothering him. You feel me? But to what level, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if he's, using drugs or whatever to cope with that shit. Because obviously he might not, I don't think he's saying it or expressing it to anybody. You feel me? So people act out. And, the shit that we seeing happen right now is sometimes part of that energy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. But I can't say that this is exactly what's going on.
Right, because we don't know them.
Yeah.
You feel me? All we're doing is looking at this
the energy,
as an energy, from an energy perspective. We just saying, this is how that energy can be, when you understand how energy works. That's how you can implement it in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can get a deeper understanding of why we do the things we do, why people do the things that they do. What are our deep-rooted motivations in the decisions that we make and things like that. So when you're looking at all that, Because with him being his Saturn card, that means that Ace of Club people, they are teachers. They're guides for a Queen of Hearts. So King is teaching his daddy something that he does not see within himself that he needs to become more aware of.
And they say our kids supposed to teach us lessons for real.
Because see, the Ace of Clubs is a powerful card.
Karmic level, karmic energy.
Absolutely.
That's why we have our kids. Like each one's supposed to teach us something.
Yep. And that's why we have different relationships and different dynamics with different kids, and why different kids have different things with different parents.
Yeah, and each kid needs something different from us.
Yep, absolutely.
You have to understand that.
So naturally, King is going to bring a lot of burden to T.I. But T.I. has to be willing to work on his self-awareness to see the lessons that's being brought forth to him. But they're not going to be, nice lessons or what have you, because it's Saturn. But an Ace of Clubs is a very powerful card.
I was about to say, Saturn also, like you said, law too, right? So yeah, it's like
the law, the authority.
Yeah, it's like dad too, though, right?
Yeah, it's the father.
So it's like he playing the role in reverse. T.I. I ain't about to accept that for your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But it's something about like his son, like he could bring something on to T.I. that may force him to have to
deal with something.
Or
it could be some shit with the law that he could bring for. But
or King himself could end up dealing with issues that
could put him in
situations with the law that, it brings burden, of course, to his father. But
everybody else too.
Yep. It's a lot of karmic ties between the two. And honestly,
yeah, looking, it's just like looking at him, it's like, I don't know, almost to me, like he's crying out for help, want to be heard, like he want them to understand, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like the same shit that happened with T.I. when, he went to jail for the guns and he rapped about and explained to niggas over and over like why he did what he did, why he had the guns and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
So
it's like why it's the same energy going against authority.
Yeah.
Because King don't really talk like he see T.I. like authority. He like, nigga, you capping.
Mm-hmm.
So
of course, it's shit y'all ain't saying, basically, type shit.
Yeah, so of course it results to something physical because we talking about masculine energy now. We talking about egos because he being humiliated at this point. That's an ego hit. How do you respond? See, so that Ace of Clubs is all about self-awareness. King needs self-awareness. He needs knowledge of self he needs that about himself. That's that Ace of Clubs energy. But we don't really know.
Yeah, we only can go based off what we see based off the energy and what the energy says to us based off, what we're seeing from a public view. Like we, haven't been around these people. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I don't really know.
I mean, T.I. is a 34/7 too. So, like, just looking at the 7 energy, 7 can be an angel or a demon. Me understanding the energy at the end of the day. So, if you're on the good side of this person can literally do everything in the world for you. But if you and this person, like, y'all got beef, he could be the type of person that's very revengeful and can really, really know how to come at you. And, be smart enough to understand how to come at you to get away with it, if possible. I mean, it's a 7 energy, like, it's truthful.
You kind of giving it such negative connotations.
I mean,
it's like, dang.
I mean,
he gets the villain.
I ain't trying to make him the villain in the situation.
I mean, we don't know, man. King might be being out of pocket all the time.
Yeah, you right.
He might have pushed his mama. And T.I. might have to hem him up some.
It did look like he did push his mom in the video.
T.I. might have
which I understand as a father. If it don't matter what the situation is. Like once you get to the point where you push your mama, daddy got to step in to do what he's supposed to do anyway. Like that's what he's supposed to do. But what I'm saying is, I'm just looking at the energy.
It's gonna keep on happening though.
Yeah,
It's gonna keep on happening.
It's gonna get worse, probably.
Right. So then it gets to the point where, you know, you gotta make some decisions on some things changing, or eventually the universe gonna handle it for you. However it play out is how it play out. And it's gonna
end up him just end up in jail, or you know, something happening to the boy, cause him trying to prove that he hood and everything else might end up costing him his life, like fucking with the wrong people, for real out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I mean, it's some people out here that's really about their life here in Atlanta, for real. That would just it's niggas that probably would like to do the shit just because, you know what I'm saying? Say he did so and so to T.I. son. You feel me? Like niggas is fucked up like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what nobody thinks. You feel me? So,
and they jealous because, you know,
who he is.
Because of who he is.
Yeah. I mean, because like he said, I mean, that shit play both ways, man. Like, it's good and bad when it comes to being the child of a celebrity. Like, all of that shit is wild. It's just like what you call said on Ultra 3000. Like, it's unnatural for human beings to, you know, be like that, to like have that much admiration. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally people out there trying to just see where you at all the time and all types of shit. You feel me? Like,
So, you know, if we being honest, it's real easy to say, you know, T.I. just need to beat his ass. You know, he privileged, he spoiled. Yeah, that may be true. Very well may be true. But also at the same time, there could be some deeper underlying things that's trying to reveal itself through these situations. And that's all we here to do. Give you a different perspective. Peace.